Hi, this is Melissa McCauley, Superintendent of the Little Lake Harbor School District, with an update for our school families. I know that there has been some talk and some concern about our standard-based grading. I'd like to give some history on this. In 2015, when I arrived, I did a data analysis on our previous scores. In 2014-15, you can see that in the Mitchell School, out of 286 students, 207 of them received either honor or merit roll, which that means is that they either received all A's or all A's and B's on their report card. Out of 334 students in grades 3 to 6, 207 at the Frog Pond School received all honor or merit roll, which means all A's and B's on their report card. However, when we looked at a cross-reference of their proficiency on the PARCC exam, which is a state exam based on state standards on grade level, out of 286 students, only 51% were proficient, which means they passed the language arts test, and 37 in math. And Frog Pond, out of 334 students, only 43 were proficient and only 33 in math. So what that means is that although a majority of our students were getting A's and B's, they were not able to perform on a state exam on grade level, and this was concerning. Since the implementation of standard-based grading, we are able to look at students on a standard level and differentiate based on their needs and their abilities. As you can see, now that we're looking at the student as a whole on grade level, we are raising achievement in all areas. You can see this cohort of students when they were third graders and then when they were fourth graders, how the overall proficiency is going up, which means they're performing on grade level. These third graders in Frog Pond moving up and so forth. And this is in language arts. We can see the Mitchell students doing the same. Now, overall, proficiency of 49% is concerning to me and the administrative team. We want our students to be working on grade level prior to going to Pinelands Middle School. However, we're definitely moving in the right direction by raising our standards, raising our expectations, and looking at the student and differentiating based on their needs. And standard-based grading is helping us do this. Another question or concern that has come up in the community is running for the Board of Education. Right on our website, you can see interested in becoming a member of the Board of Education. And this has been there for quite some time. You need to click on there. It gives information of how to run for the Board of Education. It also has our next meeting dates always on there in red. And if you go to the left-hand side and click on any of these, you'll see the dates of our board meetings and the minutes. When you click on this button, it'll take you to all the dates of our board meetings. If you actually click on the button that says watch board meeting, you can watch all of our board meetings from home because they're all recorded. We're very transparent. We want the community involved in what we're doing in the school district, and we're making it very accessible. We often invite the reporters from the Sandpaper to come to our meetings to see the wonderful things that our students are doing, our teachers are accomplishing, and that our district is accomplishing as a whole. Unfortunately, we're often told that good press is not interesting, so they don't come to the meetings where we're trying to showcase some of the great things that we're doing. It often appears that we have reporters there only when there's some type of controversy to be published. And that's unfortunate because there are many great things happening in our school district. As I said, you can click on the homepage. This little button shows you, it takes you to a link that you can watch any of our board meetings. Once again, being transparent. We also publish a lot of our information on social media. We put it on Facebook, we put it on Twitter. There's a Remind app that we send information out. And once again, just trying to get all the great things out there that we do in this school district and the many, many accomplishments that have been happening here. You're always welcome to come to our board meetings to see what's happening. There's been a multitude of meetings throughout the school year. Once again, I did hear from a community member that we don't listen. Just because every idea from a parent is not changed or implemented doesn't mean we're not listening. It would be impossible to satisfy the needs of everyone. Everyone has different ideas. We try to collectively listen and do what's best for kids. Another concern that has been happening is through social media. Now, I completely understand that everyone has their own ideas and not everyone is always going to agree with what's happening in the school district. However, it's very concerning when there's some very vulgar things being posted on Facebook. As adults, we have to remember that we represent this community and we're models for our students. If this was something a student would be posting, it would be concerning. Parents would be complaining, and we would have to address that as a school district. It's extremely disheartening when parents are putting such things on Facebook, knowing that, number one, our students could be reading them and that we should be role models for our students. And another post, something somewhat threatening. And lastly, it would be impossible for me to hire a board member to work in this district. That's not even legal. So once again, I can't stress enough that we need to be role models for our students, and contacting those in charge at the school, voicing your concerns, meeting with administration, meeting with myself. I've always put myself out there. I'm always willing to listen, but blasting things on social media that are very negative only makes our school district and our community look poorly. So in closing, this is my work number. That's my personal cell phone, and there's my email address. I would love to share some of the wonderful things happening at the school district and answer any questions or concerns that you may have. And I am accessible to you 7 days a week. So please call, contact me, and I'd love to meet with anyone.